Maxx Crosby. He's going to come in at the end, punch it out.
Mahomes is sacked by Crosby. His second of the game. Play action. Looking, chased by Crosby. Trips around his own man. He was trying to get around Lawrence Cager. And Crosby will get his 7th sack of the year.
Mad Max.
Dirty.
All right, what is up, y'all? Welcome back to our huddle. This is The Rush with Maxx Crosby, the one and only DPOY. I'm your co-host, Brogan Roback, and our boys that we love with our whole hearts, DT Creel. We got Slime in the background. We appreciate you guys tuning in. If you haven't already, like, subscribe down below. We are creeping towards that 10,000 subscriber mark. 2 jersey giveaway signed from the boy Maxx Crosby. Could be even be one that he wore today, and he went absolutely dummy in. So lock in. Once again, don't be late to your own race. Okay, so final score 30-6. Vegas Raiders out on top. The boys were hot. They were buzzing around. We got the boy Maxx in here. He is freshly off a stove. Probably still smells like one, but the celebrations were high. Maxx, big-ass game, bro. 8 total tackles, 6 solos, 3 sacks. Huge all across the board tonight, buzzing around. Thoughts from you from the game tonight?
I mean, I'm still wearing my pregame fit. That's kind of where my mind's at. It was absolutely legendary. Just the whole Raider Nation, the whole fan base. You could just feel the energy in the building from the moment we woke up. You pulled into the tailgate. It was like I got to the stadium at 9 o'clock and like the whole tailgate was lit. You see people were out and about. Like it was just it was special to see, bro. It felt like, a couple years ago when we made that playoff run, just seeing everybody out and about. And that's what it's all about, bro. You want the fans to, enjoy the product. And, I feel like everybody got to feel that today. So it was a legendary performance, just as a team. AP stepping in as the new head coach. Champ Kelly as well, can't forget him, the new GM. It was just incredible, bro. Everyone's energy all week was on point. We showed up and we showed out. And it was a big win, bro. We needed it. It was a must-win, and now we got to go take down the Jets next week. So, honestly, the vibes were immaculate. I had to get the stogies the night before just to kind of, set the tone. I was walking around the locker room with big-ass boxes of cigars, handing them out to literally everybody, the equipment guys, literally everybody. There was 100 stogies lit in the locker room, so
manifesting it.
So, just manifesting it, showing up. We put the work in, bro. We just went out there and did our thing. So big shout out to the whole gang, bro. Everybody stepped up.
Yeah, you said it. The vibes were high. You could tell throughout the week. The boys were dancing. Y'all are dancing and shit, getting lit before practice. So you could tell, AP, former player, he knows what the players do to get hype and what gets them going. And, I mean, shit, Josh Jacobs, he was running like a fucking madman tonight. But AP really quick. If I was in the locker room tonight, first off, I'd be smoking down a stogie with the boys. But I'd be giving AP a game ball. I don't know if he already got one, but a game ball from the Rush goes to AP. Can you just talk about him, man, in his first game stepping in as a head coach, completely different role, and how do you think he handled that situation tonight? And man, you guys were feeding off it. It was dope.
Yeah, definitely, bro. And AP was definitely one of the people that got a game ball, post game. Him, Champ Kelly, Aiden O'Connell, with his first dub as a quarterback. And, just legendary, bro. AP was exactly himself. The second he stepped into his, the new head coaching role, and we all fed off his energy. He talked about matching my energy, talked about this is what the Raider way is being consistent, bringing that swag, letting everybody be themselves. But we put in work, and then we have fun. We put in work, and we have fun doing it. And that's literally, our motto. So you just felt that on the field today. You could just see everybody out there like, all right, now I need to make a play. I need to make a play. And just everybody was feeding off each other. And it was incredible to see. But, yeah, AP was incredible on the sidelines. He was doing his thing. I was messing with him after the game. We talked about this before we started recording. But I was kind of, questioning. I'm wondering if he's still going to wear the big diamond earrings, that he's always rocking, being a head coach now. But he stuck to his roots. he rocked the big diamond earrings shining on TV, and I was like, yeah, you're a legend for that. So yeah, big shout out to AP, man. We fed off his energy. We just got to keep it rolling.
Yeah, bro, the earrings and all. I mean, he was just embodying Raiders. It felt like you guys were in Oakland. I know we're in Vegas, but it just felt like you guys were back out there in Oakland and just vibing. Straight West Coast shit. Shoot, it was dope. And then you said matching your energy. Do you feel like he matched your energy today? Because you were going crazy in the way that you're playing right now, bro. You're leveling up. Like, do you truly feel like, I know when you run out in the field, you're scooping the bag up because you're about to get in your bag. Do you feel like anyone is even near you right now? Because you're leveling up every week and your play is at an all-time high. Like, I mean, Defense Player of the Year, people are talking about it right now. What do you think of your play? What's working for you, bro?
Yeah, for me, my challenge to myself every week, and I talk to y'all about it. After every game, I tell y'all more is required. I gotta outdo myself the week before, and that's how I carry myself every day. So you already know how it is, bro. I'm worried about the next thing. I'm always worried about next and how can I get better. And I know tonight I didn't play my best. Regardless of what, all the love and all the hype. Like there was plays I left out there. I felt like I could have definitely, did more. And for me, that's what pushes me every single day. I want to be the best in the league. I talk about it all the time. I've been talking about it for years now, and that's what motivates me. I want to be the best, and I want to win, and that's literally all that matters to me. So yeah, all the discussion, all that's incredible. That's why I work the way I work, but I got a lot of work to do. We're only halfway through the season, so the sky's the limit. And my brothers, I couldn't do it without them. You seen we had 8 sacks tonight. Adam Butler, Tyrese, Spillane, Timo, freaking who else am I missing? I don't want to miss anybody. Malcolm. Everybody was getting home, bro, and everybody was hunting. So,
and 2 picks.
It's impossible without them, man.
Amik Robertson
we had 2
again.
picks. Yep, we had Amik Robertson. We had Nate with a pick. Like Nate drove with me in the morning on the way to the facility, and we're bumping G Herbo, getting our mind right, getting the vibe right. And he told me, he was like, I'm getting a pick today. He's like, I'm getting a pick today, bro. I swear to God. He was telling me that shit, and he got a pick, and I was like, bro, I was running with him into the end zone. I'm like, you fucking told me that shit. So, yeah, bro, it was just, the energy was unmatched. But, yeah, personally, this is why I do it, bro. I want to be the best. Everyone knows that, and I'm chasing greatness every day. So, yeah, bro, we're off to a good start, but we got a lot of work to do.
You said a lot of manifestation going on. Nate already told you in the car ride in that he's going to get a pick. He gets one. You're bringing in stogies before the game, letting everybody know, like, hey, we're about to be, ripping these off after the game. We're dubbing out tonight, which is exactly what you guys did. That locker room, bro, that was straight Raider, right? Like, this is no shade once again, but, like, that corporate Patriot way where it felt like everyone was all tense, that's gone. And I feel like you guys embody it all now. The Raider Nation, the fans, they can see it. What was that locker room like for you guys? Mark Davis was in there. He was also in our vlog, getting down, dancing, going wild. What was the locker room like in there? And is this the new Raider way? Can we expect to keep seeing this shit? Hey! Like Will Ferrell on L or whatever it is. He's in there dancing. Hey!
Yeah.
Hey!
No, for sure, bro. It was legendary. And like you said, bro, like the Patriot way worked. They won 6 Super Bowls together. So it's like everybody has their own philosophy on how things should get done.
Yep.
But Raiders, Raiders are Raiders. And I feel like we're fully embodying that. And, AP is just the embodiment of a Raider. He grew up a Raider. He's from Compton. This is what he does. And, like, he literally told us, he's like, I'm on a 10-week lease. I'm playing with house money. Like, I'm going to do it exactly the way, I want to do it. We're going to do it like Raiders. We're going to have fun doing this shit. We're going to play with swag. And, like, I feel like everybody got to feel that shit. So, yeah, man, it's like, it's the coolest shit, like, winning for the fans. At the end of the day, bro, none of this happens without the fans. It's impossible. The fan base literally is the engine and the fucking light behind the whole thing, and we want to put a product that they're proud of, on the field. And AP talked about that during the week. He's like, we want to make our fans proud, that they're Raider fans, and I feel like today was definitely a good start.
Absolutely. Was Farva in there with the mustache and all? You got the game ball, but was he ripping on a Stogue? Also, how do you think he fared coming from this game, from his last performance, which he actually did play fairly well against the Chargers? A lot of learning, opportunities for him. But it looked, man, dude, he had a lot of good balls, pushing the ball down the field, which I think is huge for you guys, especially with Josh. Like he said, he was eating today. So I was just curious your thoughts on how you thought Farva played. Super Troopers, just curious on your end.
Yeah, no, I thought he did really well, bro. and he trusted the game plan. You know, he's one of those guys that's like, he carries himself like a vet, and people feel that. Like, he doesn't show panic. He went out there, he trusted the game plan, and he was dealing, you know, delivering fucking passes downfield, moving the ball around a bunch of different guys. And the run game was cooking, obviously. So big shout out to Bo as well, our quarterback, former quarterback coach, now offensive coordinator. You know, I seen him after the game too, and I gave him a big hug. I was like, bro, you were in your fucking bag. And like, Bo's been, you know, he's been a guy that's worked with quarterbacks for a long time, and he knows offense. And you could just see, you know, he was out there confident. He had the guys playing confident, and yeah, the O-line as well. Like, that can't be forgotten either. The O-line was fucking moving people off the ball. They were dealing with some real guys over there, Dexter Lawrence and, you know, Kayvon Thibodeau and Jihad Ward, all those guys. Like, they're real players. And, you know, I feel like they definitely showed up today just as a group. The offense looked, you know, re-energized, and it was special to see, bro.
Yeah. Bo, you mentioned that. I feel like it's all the young, like, weird, in a nice way, weird, like, guys that are dialed in on the offensive play calling, like McDaniels, obviously the guys who come from the Shanahan tree. Maybe Bo's the next guy. I don't know. But let's jump into you. Daniel Jones sack early. Unfortunately for Daniel Jones, comes in his first game back. He hurts his knee. I don't know what they said. I think something came out on it. But
ACL.
ACL, yeah.
Damn. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
prayers up to Daniel Jones. That sucks. But
Yeah.
the sack, the play, what do you see from that? Just curious, you know, how they fared with Daniel Jones in, and then did anything change as much as when Tommy DeVito came in? I know he's a rookie and all that, but you guys were pretty much causing problems at the front seven the entire day.
Yeah, no doubt. You know, Daniel Jones, he's underrated, bro. He can throw the ball really well. He's athletic. You know, people don't talk about his athleticism, but that dude can fucking run. And you know, he's a good player. So, you know, we knew he was coming back from injury. And, you know, up front, you know, it starts with stopping the run. You know, Saquon's one of the best backs in the league, if not the best. And, you know, we had to slow him down. And I feel like we did a pretty good job. You know, it wasn't our best, but we did enough, you know, on first downs to keep them, you know, behind the sticks and put them in positions where we could rush. And, you know, the rush came alive. You know, there's no pun intended, but the rush came alive, and we were fucking hunting, and guys were on point. You know, we had a lot of, you know, we ran a lot of good games. People were winning one-on-ones, and, you know, it was just good to see, bro. Like, we were all dialed in and on the same page from start to finish. You know, there's definitely some things to clean up, but yeah, once a rookie comes in, you know, you kind of expect, okay, they're going to try to run the ball more, run some screens, but when you're down that much, they gotta throw the ball. So we knew what it was. You know, we keyed in on, you know, kind of the keys from run to pass. So we had a good idea, you know, for majority of the game of, you know, when it was going to be run or pass. And, you know, we just, you know, pinned our ears back, like AP said, let the dogs eat. And the dogs were eating, and everybody was having fun. So it was good to see, bro.
Yo, Max, so obviously from a defensive standpoint, it's a huge advantage when your offense can go down and go up early 7-0. Therefore, I guess the entirety of the whole game there, you guys had the lead. So as a defender, as a edge rusher, what's the advantage to you playing with the lead, you know, going into the first drive and then the extension of the entire game, just playing with the lead? What changes defensively for you, if anything? Advantages on like your side, obviously you're thinking they're going to be throwing the ball more. Again, that leads towards you. If you just want to go ahead and run with that, go ahead.
Yeah, you know, honestly, you know, with you know, when you have a lead, you kind of have more of an idea of what they're going to try to do. You know, at the end of the day, like, you have those advantages. And as a pass rusher, as a D-line group, like we talk about all the time, we need to get a lead so we can hunt. And so, yeah, you know, for us, getting out there early, offense goes down, boom, scores. We're like, okay, now we got to go get a stop and go get a, you know, score more points so they're in more predictable passing situations. And that's kind of, you know, our game plan every single week. You know, we want to start fast and finish faster. And, you know, the offense, you know, we talk about complementary football all the time. And that shit is not, you know, it's not just cliche, it's real. If you're ahead, you're just going to have more ops to get to the quarterback. And for us as D linemen, you know, we have to earn the right. We got to be able to stop the run so we can fucking go earn the right to pass rush. And that's the D line's dream. So all of us are talking about all week. We got to stop 2-6 and then we get to hunt. So that's literally what it was, bro. And, you know, it was, like I said, like Daniel Jones goes down. And you're like, okay, now what's going to happen? You know what I mean? But we already had a lead, so they really had to pass the ball. They couldn't just sit there and run the ball. So, yeah, we just fucking teed off, and, you know, it was fun. You know, and that's the thing. Like, we had 8 sacks, I think. And we still didn't play our best. Like there were some games that, the games we ran were a little bit off. We had some things that, we need to clean up, but like just to go out there and get 8 sacks, on a non-perfect night, like that's a good sign. So we just got to keep the momentum rolling and keep moving forward.
By far, that was the best collective game that the Raiders have played. You scored 30 points, ran 2 rushing touchdowns, had success in the passing game, 8 sacks on defense, and then came out with a win. So fuck, can't ask for much more.
Man, no, 100%, bro. That shit was we were playing like A1 complimentary football.
Yes, and I'm curious, Max. You've always had an offensive-minded head coach, right? For every head coach you've had so far with the Raiders, obviously with Pisacci coming in, special teams, but now you got AP. He's from a defensive side of the ball. Similar to like a Tomlin, those guys. It's not as common in the NFL nowadays, but in your mind, does it take on a different characteristic throughout the team when you have a defensive, minded head coach as opposed to an offensive? Is there any difference, if any at all? I'm just curious, coming from your end because you've had both now, and I know it's early.
Yeah, no, for sure. I think there's definitely a difference. Selfishly as a defensive guy, I'm my favor in the defense. I want as many dogs on the defensive side of the ball. I want us to, be the ones dictating what happens in the game. You watch Pittsburgh and they're getting after it. Their defense is winning them games. You see, teams like the Niners, the Eagles, all those teams are, that starts with the guys up front. And, that's what I want. I want to be the reason why we win. We talk about it as a defense. If we're getting turnovers, we're hunting the quarterback. Like it makes their life so fucking hard. Having a defensive-minded coach like AP, that's what he says. He's like, the way I believe, it starts in the trenches, O-line and D-line. And I truly believe that. If you got a dominant front, you're going to have success. So it's good to see, bro. We just got to keep moving in the right direction.
Absolutely.
All right, I've seen a lot of the matchups you guys have had, or you've had in one-on-one matchups with tackles this season. Evan Neal today. I know he got injured. He's a fucking behemoth of a human being, but he played you probably one of the best that I've seen so far up to this season. Kind of talk about that matchup, what he was good at, and what you thought about it going into this game.
Yeah, anytime I go into a game, I break down every single guy I'm going against, and for him, like I said, like you said, he's a fucking monster. He's enormous. He's like 6'7", 6'6", 350, 360, just a massive human being. And I knew, going into every game, no matter what it is, like I know I'm gonna get chips and I know I'm gonna get doubles and things like that. So it's more than just the one-on-one. So for me, it's about, capitalizing on those opportunities. And, they kept the tight end, in there a lot early. And we had some rushes, some things dialed up where I was just burning the edge, trying to get home and sending blitzers as well. So it was a chess match. For me, it was, you don't get a ton of opportunities to get those one-on-ones, but when you do, you got to get home. And so for me, there was some where, okay, I'm winning on the edge and the ball's getting out, or I'm burning the edge, setting up the next rush, and it led into me winning on some spin moves, winning on some speed to powers, winning on some games because I felt him opening up, on his third kick. So I knew that going into the game. But yeah, he battles his ass off. Every single guy I got massive respect for. Everybody's in the NFL for a reason, and he was a high draft pick as well. So yeah, those guys up there, they had a great game plan. But at the end of the day, once it gets into more predictable situations, they can't just, dial in and be like, okay, we're going to send 3 at Maxx. There's got to be some opportunities where it opens up, and that's where, we got home. So it was fun, bro.
Yeah, and I think that the play, unfortunately, you got to talk about, but a perfect example to give people at home an idea of the strength, explosiveness, is the play that he did get injured on. He got injured when, you hit him with the speed to bull and he gave his chest up. But he's, like we just said, 6'7", 340. And he ended up on his back with one arm, right? I don't think people necessarily, and I hope he's good and everything like that, because we all know how shitty that situation is. But for people who don't really know football, that is that takes a lot of fucking leverage and power to be able to make that type of momentum occur there.
Yeah, no question. That was kind of, my mindset. I feel like athletically, whoever I line up on, I have that advantage. And, a guy like him, he's massive. So you got to get him moving in one direction. So for me, I was working a lot of edge. working a lot of edge, and they were sending chips to try to widen me out, so I was coming from far. So I was trying to burn the edge, make him commit to that, and then it opened up everything else. And eventually it opened up, and that's kind of, in that situation, it was the same thing. He opened up, he was expecting speed, boom, I punched him in the chest, and he went down. And that's just like the game inside the game. It's a battle of opposites. Like, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. Like, we talk about that all the time, like, but it's real. Like, if you get a big guy moving fast in one direction, but you hit him with, what they're not expecting, bad things can happen. So that's kind of what happened. And, for him, I hope he's fine, bro. I hope he's, his ankle, I think it was an ankle or something like that. But yeah, that's just part of the game, bro. It's just like, it's the mental battle. It's like, okay, this is a 4-quarter, possibly 5-quarter game. You got to set it up, to get home and win in this league. And that's like the next level shit. The best pass rushers, have taught me, the Von Millers, the TJs, like, TJ will go out there in the first 5 reps, he'll go and just burn the corner no matter what, so the guy starts feeling, okay, I got to deal with the speed, and then all of a sudden TJ hits him with the up and under, or he hits him with the power. It's like, that's the little shit that people don't understand, but that's what opens up, that's how you consistently win in this league is, set up your moves and just continue to get to that X. I write it in my journal, X, and put a big ass square over it. That's where the quarterback's going to be, 7-8 yards. And I got to find a way to get to that motherfucker no matter what. If I got 3 people in front of me, like there was one, I did a outside spin. I thought, I beat him clean. I felt so good. Then Saquon fucking hits me in the jaw. Yep. And then he runs out the sideline. So, like, that's a little shit. It's just like, it's setting up the moves because it's going to be a battle. And it's not always going to be one-on-one. So it's just the game inside the game and trust in your work that is eventually going to pay off. And it definitely did.
I'm curious, what is, just because for all of us that sit at home, what's it like playing against Saquon? Like, what makes him so tough as a running back, you as a defender? Like, what makes him so tough when you're on that field with him? Obviously, we can see it from the TV, but just curious on your insight on that.
Yeah, Saquon he's got it all. He's a total package. He has power, he has speed, he's fucking twitchy as shit, and he's a competitor, so... Yeah, we had some back and forths today that were funny as shit, but every time they would line up, like just watching the film, like he would be wide. If he was super wide, I'd be like, all right, it's a pass or a screen or he's getting out. I kept telling everybody, I'm like, it's a pass, Saquon's wide. And he kept looking at me like this. He's like, what the fuck?
This motherfucker.
And he came up to me, he's like, he came up to me after one of the plays and he's like, why are you calling out all our shit? And I'm like, I said, you're telling me the whole time. So, like, those are the funny-ass dialogues we have during the games. But, like, I respect the shit out of him. Like, he's a great player. And, there's some times, like, I had to run backside and fucking hit him. But he's not, like, hitting a normal running back. That motherfucker is, made of fucking steel. So you really have to go and tackle his ass. So, yeah, I got ultimate respect for Saquon, bro. He's a dog. And, like I said, we've been in the Pro Bowl together. He was out here in Vegas last year, so got the ultimate respect for him. He's one of the best, best in the league.
Yeah, no, I know that feeling. D, you do too. Krill, you do too. When the other team is shouting out every one of your routes or whatever. Remember rookie or freshman year in college, BG, dude, we were coming off and they're calling every play. I looked at the offense score and I'm like, dude, they're calling the tight end delay, bro. Like they're calling a tight end delay.
It wasn't even like they were calling run or pass. They were literally yelling, yo, 88's running wide delay.
Literally.
Yeah. And I'm sitting there like, hell yeah, let's just let it run. Like, no kill. We're just fucking letting it go.
Fuck it, let it rip.
Fuck it.
Too wide delay, and they just said just sit on it. I'm like, what the fuck are we supposed to do?
So definitely a game inside a game. Maxx is reading his scouting report, so it sucks. I guess they should change something up. But nonetheless, you talked about having an X on your back. On X today, formerly known as Twitter, they were having a field day. Mark Davis, fresh cut. Did you notice? I'm sure you noticed. They say, put that shit.
Oh,
yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. So, and also they said that he walked around with a lot more swagger, his mannerisms. They said he's turning into the son of Al Davis. Are you seeing a little bit more Raider way or more swagger with Mark Davis now, just within this last week and him dancing almost at the Las Vegas Aces? Is he going to start dancing in the locker room? We're all curious because he's swagging out right now.
Yeah, no question. Mark is me and Mark, we have a great relationship. In the off season, we smoke stogies frequently.
Yes.
Eight Lounge, big shout out to Giuseppe, the owner, fucking legend. But yeah, Mark is just, he loves football, bro, and he loves being a Raider, and he's embodies it to the fullest. So all he wants to do is win. It's simple as that. I know it's cliche, but just win, baby, is how he lives. Like, that's all he cares about. And you could just tell, like you said, in the locker room, he had the biggest smile on his face. I'm on IG Live, getting everyone hype and shit, and he just standing over there smiling. I'm like, get the fuck over here, Mark. And I gave him a big hug. Yeah, man, I got so much respect for Mark. I fucking love that guy. It goes way back. So, yeah, he's a legend, bro. We just got to keep winning, bro. That's what it's all about. That's the Raider way is winning and winning our way. So, yeah, he's fired up for sure. He got the fresh cut and all, fresh fit, all white. He's out there swagging. So I got to show, massive respect to the guy.
I fuck with it. I think I'm speaking for everybody. We need more dubs, and then after the dubs, we need more Instagram lives.
All right, y'all. Arguably our favorite segment. I mean, it's inevitable. I'm a big dog person. We talk about dogs all the time. There's fucking guys all over the fucking world that are just fucking different. They're dogs. They go out there and fucking perform at a high level. So I just had a Tony Soprano accent, but I just feel like that's how you gotta talk to me to talk about dogs. Hold up, he's looking at me over here taking a shot. Fucking shout out to Tony. But anyway, dog of the day this week, without a doubt. I mean, there's a lot of guys that could get it, but I'm gonna have to go with Aiden O'Connell. AOC4, whatever the fuck you want to call him, Farva, mustache. The dude came out, got his first win as a starter in the NFL. He was just dialed in all week. He carries himself with that swag. He carries himself like a dog. He doesn't let shit phase him, and he put that on display. So big shout out to Farva. What are his stats on the game? Do y'all got that?
Yeah, he was 16 of 25 for 209 yards. So
16 to 25.
Field manager tonight.
He managed the game. Yeah, exactly. The bomb to Trey Tucker, which big shout out to Trey Tucker as well. That was a fucking ridiculous catch, but the ball that he delivered was ridiculous as well. But yeah, he managed the game really well. He took shots when he needed. He got everybody involved, and you could just see it out there, bro. He was confident. He was calm, and I feel like everybody at home felt that as well. So, dog of the day, easy. AOC4, the big dog. Big shout out to the boy, Purdue Boilermaker, rookie.
We're going to bring this back. We're proud of you too, AOC. Huge fans of you in Super Troopers and also on the field. But, Max, we have to bring this back. The mustache, the team might be getting mustaches put on. And if they can't grow it, they'll figure it out.
Yeah, I mean, we did talk about this. It's crazy. It's a little foreshadowing. We talked about it, I think, after the Chargers game on the first episode.
A lot of manifestation in here.
Rallying behind the stashes. Manifestation is real. It's a real thing. So, yeah, that might be a thing. I said, if he goes out there, we get a few more wins, I might just shave the beard and just get dirty stash. Why not?
I love that. We can do that. Hey, Darian, before we get on to the Rush Mail, which is your favorite segment, we know that. Next week, Max, you guys got the New York Jets taking them on at home again, which is nice. You guys back-to-back at home games, staying in your own territory. What are you expecting to see in that? Obviously, another great defense. That's going to be fun to see you guys out there. I'm sure you're going to be taking, not note necessarily, but you'll be watching and tuning into their defense when you're on the sidelines. What do you expect from them? Their backs are also against the wall, been playing decent ball lately. I'm just curious what your thoughts are on them.
Yeah, this is a good-ass football team. Their roster from top to bottom is one of the best in the league. They have talent all over the place. Zach Wilson's playing better. And you could just see, like, they're a team with confidence. They got, Robert Saleh, obviously got a ton of respect for him. He's a defensive guy. So, they got a bunch of dogs. They're ready to fucking go. They got Quinnen Williams, Sauce Gardner. They got C.J. Mosley. They got dudes all over the field. My boy, Quentin Jefferson. I'm going to be jersey swapping. Big shout out to Q. I talk to him all the time. That's my day one. Solomon Thomas. They got guys all over the roster that, I got a ton of respect for. And, it's going to be a dogfight. There's no question about it. Like I said, one of the most talented rosters, but arguably the best defense in football right now. So, I think what's their record right now? They're 5-4, I want to say, or 4-4?
Can
we pull that up? I want to see what
the
record is. I think they might be 5-4. I think they low-key have a winning record. The Jets, look at the record. Oh, they're 4-3.
That was like too many games.
Yeah, too many games. But yeah, whatever. 4-3. They still got a winning record. They got great coaches, great coaching staff, and it's going to be a challenge. You know, they got a great running game as well. They got freaking Breece Hall. They got Delvin Cook. They got guys all over the field. So it's going to be a dogfight, bro. And we got to be ready. And we got to be at our best. So I know our guys are going to be ready. It's going to be a dogfight for sure.
I'm just curious because everyone, you know, in the media, as we all know, shits on Zach Wilson. What do you see from Zach Wilson? What does he bring to the table? He's obviously mobile. His play has been getting better and better week on to week, week to week. What do you see from Zach Wilson? Because, you know, everyone else can kind of brainwash you that he's not this player, but he is an NFL quarterback starter at that most. So curious your thoughts on Zach.
Yeah, you know, Zach, like you said, like he's been getting better and better every single week. He's finding ways to win games, and that's ultimately all that matters in this league. You know, no matter what it looks like, they're finding ways, and he's a talented ass dude. Like can make all the throws. He's athletic, and they got a lot of great players around him. You know, Garrett Wilson. They got fellow Mac boy Tyler Conklin at tight end, who's been balling for him. They got, like I said, the running back group. They got a lot of good guys, and their O-line is good as well. So, you know, Zach Wilson, he's been getting better and better. So I got ultimate respect for him. No matter who we're playing, bro, I respect every opponent, no matter what it is and what people say. You know, film is one thing and media is one thing. So, you know, we got our work cut out for us, and we're definitely going to be, you know, ready for it.
Yeah, I'm sure Aaron being in there is probably helping him out the last few weeks, you know, delivering him certain messages. But people also delivering us messages are you guys in the comments and on social media. We appreciate you guys. We're going to send it all over to our favorite mailman, DT, and number one in our hearts. Rush Mail! Give us your Rush Mail!
Rush Mail.
Oh, shit. We didn't even do the...
We didn't. We're jumping all over the place.
What?
Oh my God. Let's just put it in.
Big sack!
Show me your big sack!
Three of them today. Who wants to talk
Show
about
us your big sack, Daddy! Show it!
Okay.
We'll just take that slime, and I'm going to get right into it. I mean, Wap gave us the luxury of giving us 3 big sacks to talk about. Not 1, not 2, but 3 big
Crooked
sacks.
ass pinky. Yeah.
Ooh.
But out of those 3, we won't go into a big analysis of them all, okay? But this puts you at 9.5 sacks for the season, which is an awesome accolade. And I think that speaks volumes to where we're at right now in the season, the type of player and season that you're having right now. Talk to us about what a 3-sack game is and means to you, and then also in return means for your team. And then if you want to take it one step forward, break down your favorite big sack moment for us as well.
Ooh. I bet. Yeah, that's easy to do. You know, obviously, anytime you get to the quarterback, you get a big sack, big sack, big sack, big sack.
Big sack.
It's great. You know, that's the ultimate. It's the ultimate fucking play for a D lineman. You know, getting home 1 time in a game is a big deal in the NFL. Getting home 3 times is fucking incredible. You know, today I had to earn them. They were definitely, you know, one of them. He's stupid. But yeah, you know, the first one, the first one, I got a chip. I told my 3 tech, I believe it was Bilal in there, Bilal or Adam, and I told him, boom, hit that motherfucker. And I knew the chip was coming. He was staying in too, so I believe it was max protection. So I gave the fucking tight end a little fucking headbutt. He's stupid. Y'all gotta stop. Y'all are fucking me up. But anyway, I knew the fucking chip was coming, so I was like, all right, hit that bitch. I'm gonna go underneath and make it right. So I came tight underneath, and I found a crease in the O-line, and I seen Daniel Jones running. And I believe, honestly, this is a play that he got hurt, and then he ended up finding out the shit was hurt after. But I was running him down, and he kind of stuck his foot in the ground and fell down, and I was right there. So yeah, that was the first one. Obviously, first quarter sack, you know, it's always big. You want to get one early in the game. You're like, okay, this can be a great day. And then the next 2, I believe, was
They get a half sack next, I believe, and then you got another boy at the end.
No. I think it was a full. They gave me the full on this one.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. The full was when me and Adam, I looped around. I got, I think, chipped again on this one. I found a way. I'm fighting through the O-line, and Adam was close. and the quarterback stepped right into me, and I got a second one. So I'm like, let's fucking go. So he got a 2-piece. And then the third one, honestly, was probably my best rush of the game, besides the speed to power. But I hit Neal with the outside spin, and I haven't brought that out in a minute. And I hit him with the outside spin. It was clean. Saquon fucking hits me. There's literally three people on me, and I see the quarterback. I knew the edge was going to be short because I got chopped in there, and I saw him take off. So I fucking took off 100 miles an hour, and he didn't get rid of the ball, and I stopped him a yard behind the line, and I got a sack. So I was like, I've been talking about it to the guys. I'm like, I need one of those. Like, give me one. I need one. Like, it's hard. You got to fucking earn them. And I feel like I haven't had one this year where I really just like, all right, I earned that shit. Today, I low-key, 2 of them were like, okay, I think that was football gods right there. Yeah. And I ran his ass down, and I was like, all the guys on the sideline were like, that's a sack. That's a sack. So I gave a big shout-out to Cleveland. Big shout-out to J.R. Smith. I have a J.R. Smith jersey upstairs, and I knew it was a sack. And I hit him with the 3.
Yeah.
It hit that shit on the sideline. I was hype as fuck. I was just, looking at God. I was fired up.
They
3-piece soda
on the videoing of it. I saw it on like a replay. You see a little bit of the piece, but if you're from the land, you know what that was.
Yeah, 100%. And you know what's even sadder before you say this, Darren? Yeah. I really should have had 4, bro, because I missed one.
I know.
And he low-key ducked under my shit, bro. I almost puked. He fucking seen me. He ducked and just threw a little fucking floater, and then we ended up stopping him on 4th down. But I was like, fuck. I literally was telling the guys, I'm like, after the first one, I was like, I'm leaving this motherfucker with double-digit sacks. I literally told him, like, I'm getting to 10 today. Man. And I fucking had it. And he low-key ducked me, that little fuck. But I respect him because he made me miss. And big shout out to him for that. But it is what it is.
Man, dude, on that one where you ran him out of bounds, I was hoping he wanted to still, like, it told me, is he a real tough guy or is he not? Because, you're on top of the pile. He wants to fucking throw a little forearm in the throat and then run and hide. I was praying he stayed in bounds so you could get blessed one time. Oh, yeah. That's all we needed.
Did the forearm shiver from Tommy Devito get you going today? We're curious.
Yeah, he turned me up. He turned me up, no doubt. I was running 100 miles an hour. It was a boot backside, and I fucking ran 100 miles an hour. And he slid right before I hit him, and I fucking dove and crushed my skull into the ground. And I kind of rolled over, and he tried to, like, get up off me. I'm like, oh, fuck no. I hit the old lineman when I got up with a fucking double swipe, and I got right in his shit. I'm like, all right, motherfucker. Like, I'm like, all right. I respect it, though. Honestly, like, yeah, don't play with me. But at the same time, like, I respected it because he's competing out there. I'm like, okay, I respect that. Usually rookies are kind of quiet, and he was like fucking getting amped. So I was like, okay, I respect it a little bit.
If he would have stayed in bounds, then we could have respected it. But
yeah, 100%. 100%.
Perfect. All right, hey, let's set it over, DT. Let's do a little rush mail from all you fans that have been sending things in and getting questions answered from the one and only Maxx Crosby. We appreciate it.
All right, from Jimmy Clements, 19. Max,
Jimmy.
Do you have a favorite sack moment? I'm a big fan. Do you have a favorite big sack moment?
From just today in general?
No, I think he's talking your whole career.
Like an all-time big sacker? Yeah.
All-time big sacker.
Yes.
My God, that's hard. Fuck. Honestly, I would say I got it right here. It's my first career sack, and it's on my wall. I got a picture of it. It was week 5, rookie year. Chase Daniel, Chicago Bears. I hit Charles Leno with a little up and under and got my first sack, and I fucking had an outer body experience. I pulled the arrow out. I shoved my teammate. I was like, no, this is my moment. I need to celebrate this fucker. It was Arden. I was like, get off me. You got to show the fucking highlight. But I shoved him, pulled it out, shot the arrow. That was my first career sack. So honestly, that's like the one I'll always remember because that's really what started everything. For me, getting the first NFL career sack is like the fucking dopest moment. And it was like the final, like that confidence I need. I was like, okay, I can fucking play in this league. So yeah, big shout out to shout out to London. We were in London. Chase Daniel, South Lake Carroll. We were in the same district in high school. He's a little older, but yeah, that ended up being my first sack. So I'll have to go with that.
Dude, that guy had the best career ever.
He was insane in Missouri.
Dude, what?
Insane, bro.
And just backing up like crazy good quarterbacks with huge contracts. Chase Daniels, yeah,
he got definitely made a lot of money in his
one of the
career.
2 million
Just
people
fucking
in
holding it
98.
down as a backup.
yes.
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 Yeah. Here, Darian.
All right, Hunter Bailey, 777s.
Hunter Bailey. Hey, that's my boy. That's
Let's
my
go,
boy.
Hunter.
He was in Michigan with the 98 jersey with his mom and
Yes,
all.
he was he on FaceTime?
Oh, what
No.
I was gonna say.
No. He was the one
Oh.
holding the phone on FaceTime, but that's Hunter. That's my fucking day one, bro. We grew up right fucking down the road from each other.
All
That's
right,
my-
Hunter. Appreciate you.
I
Michigan.
like Hunter's profile picture.
Yeah, great mustache. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Never thought your father was up. All right, this is for all the guys. All-time favorite player growing up. Hashtag 3-piece. Hashtag Raiders.
I love that. Just great enthusiasm. He's a fucking great guy.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I can
sorry,
hear him
I
yelling
didn't-
through the phone.
my all-time favorite, I have to go. I mean, there's so many guys that I fucking look up to, but as a kid, my favorite player was Calvin Johnson, Megatron.
Yes.
I had the T-shirt. I had the fucking.
Is he the best? Is he arguably the best receiver of all time?
I think he was the greatest for that span, for like a 10. If you just look at 10 years, I mean, he was fucking unstoppable. He played the Cowboys and had 329 yards in one game. Was literally just
Dude,
mauling
and
people.
people don't do that anymore.
Bro,
No,
like
no.
nobody.
They don't.
I've never seen anybody do it since. He's fucking.
And they line
ridiculous.
the corners. Yes.
No, he was a fucking
press his
different
big ass.
animal. Bro, literally. No, honestly, bro, like he was. You talk about dominant players. Like there was nobody fucking with Megatron, bro. He was triple covered. Stafford would just fucking launch it, and he would go up and get that thing. Like he was my favorite player as a kid. It's not like I was like, yeah, I want to be like Megatron because he's Megatron. He's a fucking different animal. But yeah, I have so much respect for him. That dude is a fucking goat, arguably the goat, in my opinion. But I would have to say Megatron, bro, easily.
Yeah, that's dope.
12.
DT, what's up?
Who you got?
What, my favorite?
He asked the whole crew.
Oh, shit. My favorite player of all time?
Yeah.
Oh, that's easy money. That's the GOAT, A-Rod.
A-Rod.
Rodgers.
I
What the fuck
already
you
knew
talking
it.
about?
I knew
Hey.
it.
That's why I
A-Rod.
thought, low-key, you were going to say your favorite sack of all
Well-
time was rookie year right after when you got A-Rod, and I think you might have flashed the bell.
Oh, I didn't flash it. I put that motherfucker on, and then he ended up fucking throwing 4 touchdowns after.
Yeah.
So, we forget about
But
the
that's
rest.
why
Fuck
he's
all
the
that.
GOAT right there,
Yeah,
bro.
no, facts.
know?
Facts. Yeah, that's definitely one of them too, for sure.
He said growing up.
Growing up.
Was he always the one you rocked with, or was this just, Green Bay Packers last 6 years?
I thought you
Yeah.
said Joey Harrington was your favorite player growing up. I
Yeah,
might have
slow down.
mistaken.
Yeah, him and Dan Orlovsky and
John Kitna.
John Kitna. Yeah. Carson Palmer. No, Palmer. Honestly, him, I like Brett Favre. I actually fucked with Brett Favre before that, too. Just gunslinger mentality for me. That's the way I like to play the game. Just dropping your arm slot, getting weird as fuck. I actually used to like watching Stafford. Stafford is a beast. I think they're all cut from the same tree. Like, Stafford is a lot closer to Aaron Rodgers than I think people give him credit for.
I agree.
He can do a lot of the same skill sets. Aaron's different. Like, his mentality is just different. He's the most gifted passer I think anyone's ever seen. Mahomes is creeping into that world now a little bit, but Aaron's the first person in my eyes that we truly, could do all the shit that nobody else could do. Mike Vick, too. That's another guy I have to just throw in there. Mike Vick. When he used to have that that commercial where he would strap in, you getting like Mike Vick land and shit. That stuff was so tough.
Yeah.
Those are my guys, at least growing up.
You can't miss on Mike Vick. I mean, how many times did anybody play the Eagles versus the Falcons in that Madden when he was on the front? That was the
Yeah,
ultimate
facts.
matchup.
Facts. Cheat code.
Exactly. So I was gonna say a Mike Vick. So I would have 2. Mike Vick, but my second one, I'll just make that my first one. Mike Vick would be 2. Brian Dawkins.
Yeah.
Yes.
Bro.
Okay.
I became
Savage.
a legitimate so my dad is a diehard Raider fan, and I watched like Brian Dawkins, and I started getting into football, watching the Eagles. That's when you had McNabb, you had the whole crew, But
Yep.
Brian Dawkins stuck out, and I was like an avid fucking Eagles fan for my young career. But
Interesting.
that motherfucker would go
That explains
into
a lot.
different world and fucking just start booming people. So
Yeah,
mine's
he was
gonna be
different.
Brian Dawkins,
Yeah, when he
motherfucker
crawled
was
out like a
different,
dog.
bro.
He was a fucking animal. The highlight of him jumping and fucking taking the dude down on the sideline.
He said-
one of the coldest
he said-
plays I've ever seen.
He said, "I'm gonna take his soul."
No, literally, bro. I got that shit in my notes, bro. I literally this offseason I was fucking watching a Brian Dawkins like documentary. This dude, he said some shit. What was the actual quote, bro? Again, because
It's something along that lines, right? He said, "I'm gonna go or whatever there and take his soul."
And he said it
I'm gonna
was
take his-
fucking looking through somebody's fucking skull.
And he threw that fade on
No,
the
yeah.
sidelines and he crushed him.
No, literally, bro. I got this shit in my notes, bro. I wrote this down. It's one of my favorite. It's the hardest quote damn near ever. He said, "I'm gonna take his soul. I want to see how bad he wants to play."
Yes,
he was
bro.
That's serious, bro. Like that motherfucker was a demon.
And Slime, throw that clip up where he
Yeah.
booms that
He's
motherfucker.
He's a fucking problem.
Shout out to Doc.
Big shout
Yeah.
out to Creel.
Hall of
Creel, fuck, you're up. This is big. Let's
Hines
see the-
Ward.
The Yens are. Yeah, he's gonna say Mike Wallace.
No, hell no.
Michael.
He's gonna say Big Betty.
True
If you
Mew.
go offense and defensive, Polamalu is like my all-time
I knew
favorite
it.
guy to watch.
Yeah.
But this will throw a wrench in a lot of people's shit. I was running back growing up. Damn, let me see.
Charlie. Yes.
I'm sorry.
Priest
restart.
Holmes.
Priest Holmes. Yo, when he used to throw the X up,
bro. What?
Bro.
What?
Kansas City.
What?
I'm already knowing. Yeah,
He was
I used to
like
fuck
that.
with them
I
too.
used to love watching him growing up. He just hit that shit to the crib. He's like the first guy who was like in my like growing up, like just explosive as all hell, different.
Yeah.
Just coming.
Getting
Yeah.
ignorant.
Straight
Ignorant.
demon.
Yeah.
No, he was demon, bro. And that's the thing too, like about the Chiefs. Like now, obviously they're known for the Mahomes, the air raid, pass the ball. Like, bro, they had the coldest running backs. They went from Priest Holmes to Larry Johnson, who threw up the rock, and then they
Yes.
had Jamal Charles, bro.
Jamal Charles.
Bro, they had the best backs for like fucking 20 years straight. That shit's crazy.
Jamal Charles was dog.
Yep.
And before
Pacheco's
him,
next.
Dante Hall was legendary.
Dante Hall was different.
Dante Hall. Maybe Dante Hall's the one who was throwing the X up, actually.
Was it?
Yeah, was it Priest Holmes?
And
I don't
Priest
know.
Holmes, I think I just prematurely got excited.
Yeah, I don't know, but Priest Holmes, that's a good one, bro. I was not expecting that. He's a legend.
Love
Well,
it.
we're gonna go say Hunter Bailey 777. Thank you for a good question. I think it was engaging.
Yeah.
Everybody else that
Incredible.
asks questions, let's do
Engaging.
something like that. Questions, not
Yeah.
comments. Questions, not comments.
Questions,
All
not comments.
Last question for the night. All right, Eric.G_. We're gonna talk to you. Wap, he wants to know what's the experience
Eric?
playing at home field. Never been to a game, but I got my jersey ready.
I mean, there's only one way to describe it, and it's fucking pure chaos. Raider fans do not play. You know, my rookie year, I was blessed enough to go into the Coliseum every single Sunday and witness the black hole and what that was like. It was a fucking absolute riot. You would leave after the game and drive through like literally the whole tailgate section. You would pull out, and it was like banging on your windows. Like, it was insane. And now, like, being in Vegas, it's a little bit different. You know, you got a lot more fans that want to come to Vegas, and obviously everyone wants an excuse to come to Vegas. But when the Raiders are winning, you feel that fucking Raider energy in the building, and that shit was real. AP talked about it during the week. He's like, find the black hole. Like, find the black hole out there on Sunday. Go show love to the fans. Show them how it is to be a Raider, and like, you felt that. You felt that in the building. It's been the best. Like, today was the best environment since week 18 2 years ago when we played the Chargers to play and make the playoffs. And y'all were fucking shit, Brogan. You were there, right?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
I remember you looked right up in the stands, bro.
Yes.
You were going
Losing
AWOL.
your mind. Yes,
Yeah.
bro. But like that environment, that's what it felt like today in that building. So like, it's pure chaos, bro. It's everything you would imagine and some. You know, the Raider fans are the best in the world. They travel the best. and it's like a big ass party. We have fucking Rick Ross at halftime today. I mean, he's a fucking legend, bro. I love Rick Ross. That shit was crazy, bro. He's just talking.
He's gonna be chitter chattering.
He's talking.
Come on.
Him and Meek, yeah.
Come on.
Honestly, that album, I need it. I'm ready for it. So yeah, big shout out to what was the fan name? What was his name?
Eric?
That was Eric.G_.
Eric.G_. Yes, you need to come to a Raider game. It's a fucking movie. That's all we can be said.
All right, that's all we got for the rush mail for this week.
I love that.
Our boy
Start
Blaze
heating his
Fatties
ass.
came in again, and he said, "Gotta
Blaze
love Max
Fatties.
getting the whole squad blazing fatties."
Classic, though.
Keep that in. What a legend.
I'm gonna put him in there.
That dude's hilarious.
Every
He's
time
the
I see his
man.
name, it's a genuine. So Blaze Fatties, we
genuine.
respect you.
I
First
mean,
two
that
times.
guy is
That's the first two
I was gonna say he's a fucking real Rush fan. He's here every single week, just fucking sharing his input, bringing energy.
All caps too. So
Jimmy Clements dude might tag myself and Max in 40 stories a day.
I love that guy.
Yeah,
He's dedicated.
I love
He's
it.
dedicated.
Cool.
You can't fault him.
All right, y'all. Now it's time for the Rushman of the Week. We got 3 dogs, absolute beasts, getting after it. You know, we love to show our love. We get our 2 DNs, our D tackle love. Obviously, without them, none of this could happen. But we're gonna start with number 3, my boy. He's like a little brother to me. I don't want to call him a little bro because he's a lion. He's an absolute dog. But my guy, Micah Parsons, 9 tackles, sack and a half. He absolutely went crazy. Micah's one of those guys, you can literally put him at any position. He runs a 4-3. He's literally, the fact that he plays the end it's ridiculous. But he had 9 tackles, a sack and a half. Unfortunately, they fell a little bit short. I didn't even get to watch the game, but I got to check it out. But Micah Parsons, you know, he's one of the best in the league. There's no question about it. You know, competitively, me and him are always talking, chopping it up. You know, it's competitive, but it's love at the end of the day. And, you know, what we're chasing. We're both on the same path to, you know, what we want. So I got a ton of respect for him. Micah, keep killing it. He's always getting after it. He can line up over the center, the guard. He can play off-ball linebacker, and he just fills up the stat sheet on a weekly basis. And you gotta have somebody. You gotta have eyes on him, not just one guy. You gotta have multiple eyes on him at all times. So number 3, Rushman of the Week, Micah Parsons. Shout out to my boy. Number 2, I mean, this guy right here, he's slept on. He's played in the league for a long time. One of the most slept on interior rushers, D lineman. I just burped. One of the best interior D linemen in the league. He's slept on, doesn't get talked about enough. David Onyemata. He's playing on the Falcons now. He was in New Orleans for a long time. This dude had 10 tackles, a strip sack today. He's all over the place. Coach Robbie Leonard, big shout out to Robbie Leonard. I know, you know, my D-line coach, he watches the show as well, so I know he's going to be tuned in. Big shout out to Robbie.
Come on.
Coach Robbie, big shout
You
out to
make this
you,
possible, Robbie.
You make this possible. And honestly, David Onyemata, he shows his film often to our interior guys. The dude is a monster. He can fucking take on double teams. He can pass rush. And he's just active all over the field. He's got one of the best motors, you know, the interior guys in the league. So him getting 10 tackles a D tackle is actually ridiculous. And then him getting a strip sack on top of it, it doesn't surprise me. Most people, you know, they don't put him in that conversation, you know, as one of the top guys, but he needs to get his love because he's one of the better guys in this league, and he slept on. So number 2, David Onyemata, big shout out to you, brother. And then number 1, we got to go with Team Was. Big shout out to CJ. Big shout out to Doug Hendrickson, Mike Swenson,
Shout
the whole
out
gang,
CJ.
Alexis, the whole crew. I mean, Alex Highsmith, this dude's coming from Charlotte. He was telling me about him when he signed him. He's like, listen, this dude can fucking get after it. I watched his film. Dude is a beast. He's got the cross chop. He's got spin move. He's got literally every move you can imagine. And TJ obviously deserves every bit of respect and, you know, pub that you could possibly get. He's arguably the best in the league. But this dude, Alex Highsmith, is getting better and better every single year. And you see what he's doing. He's one of the, you know, I think last year he had 13.5. This year he's on his way to double digits again. He had 4 tackles, 2 sacks, and 11 pressures on the Thursday night game versus the Titans. I was watching. We had our D-line dinner at 138. Big shout out to the, you know, our guys at 138. You know, whipping up, you know, premium steaks. but we were watching as a D line, and this dude Alex Highsmith was getting active. 11 pressures is ridiculous. He's getting after it. He's having big game after big game. So he's going to be one of those guys. I definitely see him being in Pro Bowls, if not this year, for many years to come. He's only getting better. And you just see, you know, I'm a football fan in general. I love the game. I love pass rush. You watch the Pittsburgh Steelers. They got T.J. Watt. They got Alex Highsmith. They got literally two double-digit.
Cam Hayward.
And you got Cam Hayward in there. You got fucking Larry Ogunjobi. You got even the backup, the rookie, Nick Herbig, dude from Wisconsin, could rush. They got dudes, Marcus Golden, another one, OG. Big shout out to Marcus Golden, good friend of mine. They just got dudes everywhere. And Highsmith, the fact that he's standing out in a group like that is just a big credit to him, bro. He's getting better and better. I've been watching him, over these past couple of years, and he's just continuing to get better. And big shout out to him as well, and shout out to CJ and the whole Wasserman crew. He just got another big deal, got a big deal, 4-year extension. So he's locked into Pittsburgh. And, got to give my respect. The number one rushman of the week, Alex Highsmith. Big shout out to you, brother. You deserve every single penny coming your way and every bit of respect. So big shout out to you, bro.
Congratulations.
Good.
It's a big honor being number one on the rush.
It's a big honor.
Go Browns.
That's no joke.
But, congratulations.
That's fair.
Yeah. I know Creel's over there just.
Oh, he's stiffer than a board.
Static.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Literally punching the bottom of the desk.
Rocked. Yeah, exactly.
Darian, I appreciate the banter, though.
That's what we got. All right, y'all. That's all we got this week on The Rush with myself, Maxx Crosby, my co-host, Brogan Roback, the boys, Darian Terrell, Dustin Creel, always holding it down, Slime behind the camera. Big shout out to Nick and his crew coming in. We got a whole fucking squad. And honestly, it gets better and better every week. We're becoming, a family. We already are a family, but, on this podcast shit, we're new to it, and we're enjoying every single minute of it, and it's impossible without you fans. We are almost to 10,000 subscribers, so go down below, subscribe, comment, like.
Come on.
We're on everything, YouTube, Apple, Spotify, iHeart. We're all over the place now, so everyone keep tuning in, bro. It's impossible without the fans. We appreciate you guys. This is episode 6 of The Rush. Stop playing with us. We got a big week coming up. New York Jets coming to Vegas. It's about to be a movie again.
The boys will be in town. Let's go.
The boys will be in town. They're going to be in the suite with the whole fam. It's going to be legendary, and we're going to be smoking stogies after that bitch. So
100%.
It's going to be legendary. We appreciate you guys.
Raiders.
Raiders.